Hi everyone. Uh, Thanks for the opportunity of letting me present this topic today in the Jump Discovery Summit. Today we will be talking about Syensqo Industrial Analytics Academy. So let's start with the introduction. So why we have decided to introduce Industrial Analytics Academy? Because we want to, as a group, reinforce the data-driven decisions. We want to upskill our workforce to keep pace with the Syensqo digital transformation, and we want to democratize the use of artificial intelligence at Syensqo, such as machine learning and advanced analytics methods. How do we plan to do this? Um, so we have started by setting up a frame for self-service analytics so that people can advance on at their own pace. And we are establishing a learning path with a defined skill set and even a certification that every colleague can take and keep track of it. And we also provide coaching with the help from experts from the corporate industrial teams. This training is aimed at all the process engineers, all the production engineers, quality engineers, reliability, IPC, and even some skilled operators. But in general, this type of training is available to anyone that would like to include some analytics in the day-to-day work at the shop floor. Okay. Regarding some methods that we use, so we have, as part of our framework, we have divided our service offer in three levels. It's a bit similar to the Six Sigma, where we have a yellow analytics certificate, a green analytics certificate, and a black analytics certificate. And the main difference between these certificates is the skills that the candidates will learn at the end of the completion of the certificate. They are taught in a similar way. I will explain that a little bit later. And the other main difference is that they will tend to last more time according to the higher level of certification that you get. For example, more or less, we expect that the yellow certification will take maybe 10 days and the green 20, and so on. Okay. So these are the three main certifications we offer in Jump with the tool Jump. If we go to the results part, we have all the way to the left the Star Factory, which is the main sponsor of this program. It is with them that we have created the Syensqo Analytics Academy, Industrial Analytics Academy, and today we have already 18 yellow certificates in Jump and two green certificates, meaning that we already have colleagues in the different sites in our different business units that have got a certification and have already demonstrated value via one of the projects. I will explain that in a bit later as well. So if we focus on the center figure, this is what we envision, that there will be a stage of e-learning or self-learning where the candidates will have also as well opportunity to ask questions to one of the corporate experts. Each certificate includes a use case that is relevant to them, meaning that it's an actual problem for a site. Also, they are the opportunity to ask questions. In case sometimes the use cases are not so clear, we also can help them brainstorm and also inspire them with previously developed use cases. And then as we finish each of the projects, we are capturing all the different elements so that we can account for impact or savings or efficiency improvement or any type of improvement that was developed. Then our idea is to also have closing sessions so that we present from time to time and we can inspire in the community the use cases that have been finished. And finally, we also having planned to have a ceremony where we have an award celebration for the top 3 use cases. In the boxes in orange, you can see that some examples of the some already finished use cases. For example, in one business, there was a root cause analysis of the heat transfer coefficient in an evaporator that helped determine the difference between two customers. Then on another business in the mining industry, the jump analytics, the skills that were learned were used to test a new product. We have also seen another use case where we were able to increase process control and avoid downtime. In another composites business, we have created a dashboard with a colleague to increase efficiency in data visualization in the carbon fiber process. And finally, in a phosphine plant, we have increased production performance by creating analysis thanks to the skills learned with the Jump Yellow certificate. Before we go to the conclusions, I would like to jump to the next other two next parts of the poster. So this is how the an example of how the one of the certificates is organized. Okay. So here you have the yellow wave detailed workflow. This is what we envision. There is a week 0 where we have a kickoff, so that there is a kind of a formal start of this certificate where we present what's the main objective, how it's going to be organized, and then in case the use case is not so well defined, we also present some inspiration ideas to get an idea of a better idea for each of the colleagues that want to take the certificate. Then as we start week 1, there is a period that we call self-learning, where the main objectives are to let the colleagues know that there is already a lot of material that we put together that are in the form of videos and exercises, and more or less we estimate a workload of 2 days. Also in week 1, there is a one-to-one project discussion with one of the corporate experts, where we spend 30 minutes to 60 minutes so that we brainstorm on the project that the colleague wants to develop or to discuss on the ideas that he already or she already has. The self-learning period more or less finishes in 4 weeks, although this is flexible. So meaning that this could be finished earlier or later, depending on the availability of the colleague, of course. We have as well a project implementation phase where after all the self-learning material has been finished, we go ahead and apply what we learn in the skills we learn in the project that was defined in the one-to-one project discussion. I mean, our estimation for this is 8 working days. I didn't mention this, but at the end of every week there is a touch point with the trainer, so one of the corporate experts that spends some time just to make sure that if there are any questions, they are addressed, or if there is any points about the project or what to do next, they are addressed. So they always have someone to contact in case they need some support. Okay, and this is already by design that there will be some time available from one of the coaches of the wave. At the end of the 8th week, if everything goes as planned, there is a project submission where we ask that they submit the file containing the work steps for the project, and in case they generate a dashboard, they also share that with us. And then a document with slides, very high level, just defining what the objectives were, what the project was about, what type of saving or impact was obtained, and what was done in general in the project. So this is how all the 3 certificates are organized. This is just an example of the yellow. The green is quite similar, but the skills learned in the self-learning and the type of project is a bit more advanced. And normally also the timeline could extend a bit more. Okay. I have another page just to let you know about the content. So in the Industrial Analytics Academy content, we have some of the content that we take it directly from the one already created by Jump. So we leverage the content from Steeps, for example. And we also complement this content with our internal content that we have generated over the years. Plus, of course, the Syensqo tools that we have already, some of them that we have made available publicly, the data sets and use cases of Syensqo, of course. For example, the MES data retrieval that you can see on the bottom left. This is a skill, or this is a tool that we teach during the Industrial Analytics Academy, so that all the colleagues that have access to the process information can access it directly with the Jump tool. Okay. Similarly, for the Predictor Explainer, we teach this during the certificate. In this case, is the green certificate, and all the colleagues that want to know more about auto machine learning can readily use this tool as well. Okay. You have the links in case you want to learn more about these tools. But globally, this is what I said at the beginning. This existing content plus our own internally developed content, this is all the Industrial Analytics Academy. Now, if we go back to the beginning so that we can conclude this poster. Back. So, in the Syensqo Industrial Analytics Academy has been received with great success by the industrial community. Today, we are starting to make this an objective for all the industrial sites. So we are slowly rolling out this way of working. All the colleagues that have completed the certificate are already generating value via their own use cases implementations. So the Industrial Analytics Academy allows the industrial side to capture value with their own workforce, meaning that they are already becoming as well independent. So they have of course the support from corporate, but since they is themselves who develop each use case, they get to keep all the methodology and they get to get trained on the analytics methods, so that they can be independent in case they want to develop more of this or similar use cases. Finally, I want to thank the Syensqo colleagues who have enrolled in the Industrial Analytics Academy. Also, the colleagues that have shared the feedback so that we can improve this framework of Analytics Academy. And finally, to the Advanced Automation and Analytics team that have created this learning journey. And that's it. Thank you.